What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Body Code Games. My name's Cody. Today, we're going to hop in the GameCreator again. We're going to check out another one of their DLCs they have. The one I am checking out is pretty much a template for you to make an action RPG, and it has everything in there already. So this one is called Book of Black, GameCreator ARPG. Obviously short for Action RPG. So let's watch the trailer and then we'll hop into the game to see what it looks like. All right. So that is the trailer for this. Just a heads up if you want it. So their DLC is so cheap. I wish all DLC was like this. $4.99. So everything you saw in that trailer, you'll be able to make in your game, and they give you a template to start you off. Super easy to learn if you're new in game development. It's like, for instance, like RPG Maker. They don't really give you anything to start out with unless you do a sample map. But this gives you something to kind of learn a little bit and figure out how you want to make your game. Makes life a lot easier for game developers. So let's check it out together. I have messed around with this for only 15 minutes. And just looking at everything, and it's way different than the other GameCreator DLCs and templates. So this one, so far for me, is the hardest one I was looking at. Like how they're doing all this. It's the hardest one so far. I still don't know it. Like I said, this is just an overview of the DLC, and eventually I want to know this game engine in and out to where I can do tutorials to make something like what they did, but from scratch. And we'll see if we can eventually do that in the future. I believe I have like maybe 5 more DLCs to go, and then I'll kind of hop in the game engine, learn it. But as you can see, it is beautiful. This is a beautiful engine. It's just something different about it. But as you can see, that's the first scene. So if you want, let's hop into the game together just to see how it plays and how you can eventually make something like this. Because we saw the trailer. Let's see. Let's save it. We saw the trailer, but we'll see the gameplay. Let me turn the music off. Okay. You can set the default scene scaling rate. I mean, that's pretty cool. We'll just do one. What do we want to do? Let's do a battle test real quick. Oh, wow. Please choose the profession. We'll do all members. Okay. I probably should have read that. How do I attack? Okay, they attack automatically. Am I attacking? How do I attack? I should have read the I didn't read everything. Okay. How do I attack? Is it? Oh, okay. I use my mouse to attack. All right. But for some reason, okay, I see. The attack's a little. Oh, that's pretty neat. I'm trying to figure out how I'm attacking, and you point your mouse, whether left or right. I thought it was like with ASD, where you have to face this way to attack this way, but that's not the case. That's why I was getting confused. Can I pick all this up? Okay, I need to read the instructions. Oh, so it says it right here. What's this do? Okay, Q. What did that do? Let's see, E. Do I have to wait for something? Okay, so they're loading. You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Like a CRPG, and I just leveled up. You know, kind of like, yeah, definitely like a CRPG a little bit. A little action. When I say CRPG, it's because, like, the other characters are controlled without you. And some CRPGs do that. Kind of like another game I'm thinking of, like Final Fantasy 12 does that. You know, your party members think for themselves, and that's what these guys are doing. So far, this is really neat. Okay, well, we played a little bit. I don't know how to pick that up. I should have read the rules. So let's get out of here. That's pretty neat, isn't it? I know there's a couple of things you can test around, but let's check it out, what they give you. I'm really interested in how they do that. Because I couldn't even imagine how to do that in another, I guess, RPG engine, you know, that comes pretty much made like this. I can't think of any that has like AI controlling the character, so I'm interested in seeing how they did that. That's really cool. So let's look at this one comes with a lot of example maps, like the other one so far we've done together. I think they came with like 2 of them. This one's got 8. I believe we were just at the battle test, and that is correct. There's a lot going on that I don't know about. So you just gotta learn this. Come back here. As you can see, I'm assuming these are events. When you touch it, so if you're familiar with RPG Maker, it's pretty much the same thing. You turn a switch on, make an event, stop moving, player object, tips, text. There seems to be no reason to get out. Okay. So that's what those question marks, those are events. Let's just check him out. If you click on him, it's an honor to meet you. So it's just a text. Okay, that's neat. Let's look inside the mansion. This is another thing that comes with. Do another one, just so you can see how the scenes are. This must be another map with battles in it. But if you look over here, preload map resources, preload all scene objects resource, preload scene event related sources. So something with it preload is where I'm assuming is where all these monsters attack you. If you have an event and they're preloading the event here, I'm guessing that's how they do it. Because I was doing the Vampire Survivors DLC they had, and you know, they were attacking you automatically, and I didn't know how they did it, but it has to be something creating an event to do all this. Okay, into scene. Event triggered when entering the scene. Move a mountain. Activate combat mode. Okay, so that's how they're doing this. So we're learning together. They activate the combat mode. So it's a lot to take in. A lot to take in, and I can't wait to learn this. Let's look at this one. Guess same thing. Maybe I'm assuming this is like a big boss one. Let's click the crystal. So even this is an event. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, wow. See, look at that. I mean, that's nice what you can do with this game engine. I like it. And even, like, look at that. Fog's moving. I like that. Operation Guide, that's a start. I seen this one up here. Just an example, just a moving. Not sure what that's for. But since we've done these before, the main thing you want to look at is in the, let's see, the database. And all this is different, and it'll kind of tell you how this is running. I did check this out just to see if I was going crazy, because I wasn't sure when I did the Vampire Survivors if the world settings were different than the previous one, and it is. Everything is different. So the action RPG portion of this is way different than your regular turn-based template map they give to you. So this is what they're giving to you, so you don't have to create a code to make this happen. So these are what the template maps are made for. And so you don't have to do it. Everything's there for you, and you just build upon it. So what they want you to do is create a game like this, but your own, and you can build upon it times 10. And we'll kind of talk a little bit about that, because I noticed you can do different, like level up your skills and have different skills, etc. And that's kind of, they give you like the blueprint of it, you know. So I'm getting more and more the hang of it the more I see these template map DLCs, because everything's different here in the database. And the more you mess around with it, you'll understand. So if you're wanting to make an action RPG, I was like, how are they doing this without having to learn the code or do any code? You come scroll down, and this is where it's different. If you looked at my last video, look at the game settings right here, like the basic. This was not here in the previous two, so this is kind of how you understand exactly what's so different about one DLC template map from the previous DLC template map. This is going to tell you what's so different about it. Like, the Vampire Survivors did not have any of this. All this is different, and we'll kind of go through this together. So if you look, it says basic, display fighter health bar. You know, that's like over the player's, I think it was above or below, but either way, kind of like an action RPG. If you get hit, you know, you'll see his health bar, and you'll see the enemy's health bar when we're in that battle scene. So, yep, display the health bar value of the fighter, display fighter health. And this is where they make it easy for you. They already gave you the keys to it, and you just make a video game with their logic, which is neat, because I've done RPG Maker, try to do an action RPG, and it takes a lot of plugins, a lot of learning how to make it right. And just by what we played and just kind of what I saw with my eyes, you know, this is way, way more, I guess, beautiful, like more defined than the RPG Maker, making an action RPG using that game engine. This one just flows better, and I can see why, because they kind of do it for you. So I'm trying to see hit effect. I'm assuming that's his regular attack, strike action. See, this is different again. Battle button settings, attack, skill, skill 2. Gold coin drop settings. Again, there's a lot of stuff I do not know, but it would be something you have to click on everything, read the tutorial, play the, when you play their test demo and you talk to people, it'll tell you exactly like how they're doing it. I've noticed that every time I played well, besides the Vampire Survivors one, but like the ones where you talk to people, kind of say, hey, this is the test area and this is how we're doing this. So they kind of do a mini tutorial a little bit on how they do this. But let's see. So that's different. Sound effects. I want to see how they make events, though. to have it pre-played when you get to the world settings. Is it in here? Like where the enemies attack you, or is that just something kind of where you do it on the map? I can't wait to start doing tutorials and figuring all this out. Let's see, what's this? Initial carried by players. So this is the start of it. Okay. Avatar. So SPE edition. So this is all the same. They come with all the same avatars. I don't think I've seen anything different for the avatars from the game engine it comes with, and then, you know, the Vampire Survivor. So I believe all the avatars are the same. I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen some of these before. And like but you can import your own, so that's good to know. They're using like the same avatars, same tile sets for all the DLCs, I believe. I think, because I've seen all these before in the previous ones, and I've seen this character before, and especially this one. Okay, so we've already been through those in the OG overview of the original game engine. So let's just, it's the same thing. These are already in there. If you want to learn more about this, check out my first video, GameCreator, and I think I did like a 40-50 minute video on it of going through every single one and seeing what they are. Same thing here. Nothing different. And this is another thing I love about this engine is the UI in this game. I wish some of these game engines have something like this to where it's easily changeable. They have all different fonts. Because usually you have to buy either a plugin or a DLC to get any different UI. You know, like you can change. It's so easy here. And it comes with the engine, you know. It's just like some of these game engine, it'll cost $20 just to get a new UI that they created to where you can't even technically adjust it or make it different, you know. Even though on some of them you can import your own, but this is so much easier. You change this, move it, you know. It's just, I like it. Let's see, interface. That's same thing as the last one, but obviously they use something different for the pictures. Now this is different. Some of these are different. Like the character interface. So that's another thing you need to pay attention. So one thing different about each one of these DLC template maps. The interface is definitely different. And it's something I'll have to get into more deeply later. And so there looks like you can add events with some of these event triggered. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff. Let's see, roll that can grow, drop setting after death. I'm just looking at this together with y'all. Did come with 4 characters. Let's see, occupation. Okay, that's kind of the same as the other one where you kind of level up your character. Skills, those look the same. I want to see. State. I believe this is different. It might be the same. I want to see the enemies. Did I skip them? Monsters. Slimes. Is there any events added to them? No. I'm not too sure. They may have, this is it actually. Hold up. Slime attack. I don't know what much of this means. I'll have to read the tutorial. But just from looking at it, mobile method, intelligent pathfinding. Something in me tells me that's maybe to where it runs toward the target, correct? Because when I was playing the test, it was like coming toward me. After return to the location of battle after losing. It won't let me scroll over. I don't know what the rest of that says. After losing the what? Lost target back. That's kind of iffy. Maybe it's a bug or something, but it did not finish, and I can't go any further to where I can see what the rest of that says. So it's confusing. Also keep in mind this is a Chinese engine, and they just recently started doing this where it's more English to help us out. That's what I can think of is this, but I'm not too sure, guys. I'll read the tutorial and do a tutorial on this engine. These are just overviews, but they are different. And this does look cool, right? I just want to see. I mean, the main thing I want to know is like how do you get the monsters to attack you like they do? What's that mean? Appear when all conditions are met. Basic. That's just here. Basic. Oh, that's cool. So that's where, let's see. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so if you wanted to change it where you can see the enemy's health bar, that is really cool. Automatic resurrection. So if you defeat them, they do resurrect. 5 seconds. Okay, so that's making sense. So you can honestly probably just make a new monster and just kind of go back to him, copy and paste the exact thing you see here to where it does that. And default behavior, what's this mean? It's got to mean something. What I do? Scenes, object, behavior. 0. I don't know. This looks like an invent thing, though. Turn random. I don't know. I'm not going to click nothing, but it's 0 behavior, default behavior. So I'm assuming that's nothing. But when I click it, it doesn't show anything. So maybe there is nothing. Appear, what's that mean? Nothing below event. Click the mouse or press Enter key when the trigger. So there's nothing. So I'm assuming they just automatically appear. Okay. Game object. It's got to be something where in the database of default behavior. There's something in that to where they automatically come for you. Let's just triple check. Remember, we're talking about that. Where were we? Here. The mobile method. That's got to be it. Action categories, active attack, based on hatred. What's that? That's got to be it. Fixing mobile method, intelligent pathfinding. Oh, it's got to be it. But you can create games just like this. I'm trying to go deeper into it at what I'm doing. I may be making it too complicated for y'all. I just want to know how they do it. But if you're wanting just to make an action RPG and don't really care about it, you can just literally do what I just did. Click them and go over here and just copy and paste everything. I mean, you can just copy and paste this character and go to the database and choose a different monster to have different animations and, have your own action RPG. I like to figure out how they do this. And we will, guys. But this is super cool. This might be one of the coolest ones I've tested out. And you can see they put a lot of work into this. The game engine's only $40. And then the DLC is $5. But it comes with everything, you need to if you wanted to create a game like this. Let's see, into scene, move a mountain. So I like it, guys. And also, if you look under here, this is when I'm pretty sure you press play and it kind of loads all this. Let's see, your tiles. This is neat. What's this do? Scene objects. I mean, look at all these. And you can constantly add extra layers to it, I believe. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, RPG Maker needs to take notes on this, you know, because they only give you like, what, 3 or 4 layers? This thing's got 15 already. You know? That's a lot. And you can use as many tile sets as you want. You're not stuck with only, what, 5 or 6? Yeah. Let's see. Plugins. This is the script editor. I know we talked about it. Where is it? Okay. Where the coding is. This is how everything... If you know anything about this, I mean, you can basically learn it, kind of copy the code, and figure out, you know, if you're familiar with this code, you can add stuff to it. Like I said, the only bad thing for English users, there's a lot of Chinese in it, and I don't know if that would affect the code or not. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Let's exit that out. I actually want to... No, I don't. I want to go back. I don't know what I just did. Let's get out of there. I don't want to go there either. That's it. Okay, guys. So I think that's enough. We've checked it out. I mean, it's super simple. If you don't want to learn everything and you just want to kind of copy, paste, create your own world, story, and do your own monsters, and you kind of have the blueprint for it. Makes it super easy. So if you're interested in it, it's on Steam right now. It's $4.99. I mean, I wouldn't even say wait for it to go on sale, if it even does. I mean, $4.99, guys. Literally, that's like 2 tacos from Taco Bell right now. It's a no-brainer. And just, I mean, this is so cool. The controls work good too, you know? I mean, I can think of a lot of games that I could create with this, using this template. You know? I like it. And I definitely eventually do want to have an action RPG under my belt. And this may be the engine to help me get there, you know? So, I'm happy with it. But thank y'all for watching. And I'll try and do these once a week for GameCreator and go through the DLCs until I can learn it. And then I'll hop in the tutorials and teach y'all, because I don't know nothing yet. I need to teach myself before I teach y'all. So thank you for watching. This is Cody, and I'm with Body Code Games. Until the next one, y'all have a wonderful day.